Hello and welcome back to ancient Egypt. O mighty Pharaoh, beloved of Ra.
Beloved of Ra,
That's me.
how fortunate you must feel. Your unprecedented rise.
Unprecedented rise, but not unexpected. A richer reward could not be fashioned by the gods or people. With your family's accession, Egypt can make a new start, and perhaps we could all forget the horrors and nasty business of that civil war. To mark this new beginning, you should build a fine new capital. Don't tell me what to do, I'm the boss. I think we should build a new capital at Itjtawy. With its abundant natural resources, it's a perfect location. Using what land we have to offer, you can build a splendid city worthy of your dynasty's valor and dedication. To ensure the features of your great dynasty are always remembered, you should build... Don't tell me what to do, I'm the Pharaoh. I'll build 2 majestic brick pyramids for myself and my family, and a frightening sphinx to guard soon. Your family will have your achievements deserve no less. Keep in mind, though, that some in the country question the legitimacy of your rule. I shall crush them under my heel of my, iron fist. My iron fist doesn't have a heel, but you know what I mean. Many are still suffering the effects of the famine and grumble that you usurped the throne. That's just lies and slander. Actually, I don't know how I became Pharaoh, it just sort of happened. Like the John Major of Egyptian politics. I have my wisdom teeth out, next thing you know, I'm Pharaoh, I guess. You should try to provide for your new subjects as well as you can. Prevent these unfortunate people from taking up arms against you. Fair enough. And here we are. Nice bit of farmland, nice bit of meadow, nice bit of reeds. Ooh. I see profit. I've got dollar signs in my eyes as we speak. Perhaps somebody buys. Well, those dollar signs fast evaporated because nobody buys papyrus. What a cruel twist of fate. At least I won't have to buy this stuff anymore. Anyway, yes, welcome to ancient Egypt with me, His Pharaonic Majesty by Jingo. We've taken over. We've an astounding coup. I think it was bloodless, but who knows? Who cares? When you joined us last, I had a great time getting invaded by my predecessor, almost. I sent him some sapphires and that changed his mind. But he regrets that now. What do I want to do in this mission? I've forgotten. 7,500 population, culture rating 60, money rating 33, kingdom rating 85. But I am the kingdom. Prosperity rating 60 and 6 stately manners. It's all quite achievable. I don't know much about this mission. I have played it before, and I had a quick glance at a walkthrough just to make sure I didn't do anything particularly bad, but I've forgotten almost everything apart from meat. Often a good idea to get that started nice and quick. So we can't mine any gold for the first time in a long time. I'll have to actually earn my own money. Makes a nice change. Clay pit, limestone. I can sell limestone, I think. Can I fashion my own bricks? I can actually. So we'll need straw for the brickworks and also straw for just, feeding the cattle. So this is so lush and so quite wonderful. I'm at a loss. You know that thing where you have just too much choice? I think we'll have... let's start by unpausing the game. That's a good place to start. I wanted to try and adopt the mannerisms once I became Pharaoh for Donald Trump. So I'd be talking about winning bigly. And I know the best gods. Fantastic. The best gods. Fun, but I couldn't find... I was hoping for a video out there with like a compilation of all his like mannerisms, because it's quite exceptional. It's a one-man One man, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like a catchphrase builder. He's got these so many mannerisms. And he's like, I'm doing this with my hand at the moment, where you put it into an O and then point with your thumb and forefinger as you're emphasising the points. There's just so many little things. It's quite amusing. I take a slightly just amused approach to Trump because it seems to annoy everybody that I know. It annoys all my friends, so they're horrified because they're the right-on sort of people. So I just smile and say, well, it's quite amusing, really, isn't it? No, he's going to cause World War III, and he's got his finger on the nuclear button. My view on nuclear war is if it happens, well, probably wouldn't see it coming. I wouldn't worry about it. Anyway, that's a view at the start of a Let's Play. I think grain is going to be my grain of choice. I think everyone's going to have grain, and then when the time comes, I will farm lettuce and pomegranates to make up the difference. Thought being, grain produces straw, and I'll want the straw for the bricks. It's also about all that the peasants deserve. So let's have these, and I also want to get the meadow farms on the go, because they produce the same amount of straw, just less grain. They also I think they get 2 harvests a year as well. So that'll help regulate the grain supply. Or straw supply, or something. I don't know. So we'll put a roadblock here, and hope that the citizens don't just wander off into the field. We'll have... I've not got much money, have I? 2 work camps. It looks like it's quite... What's the one I'm looking for? Humid. Like my living room at the moment, there's plaster drying on the walls and the heating's up. It's nigh on tropical. I'm surprised there's not exotic butterflies and like bamboo growing in there. Come down in the morning and it's just a jungle. So bizarre to sell food and goods that we don't have. And who are we worshipping? Bast. Fantastic, fantastic woman. Great woman. Great stuff. I know the best gods. So we've got the patron god, Bast, but we know everybody else apart from Ra, which might be a little difficult when it comes to the kingdom rating. So we'll have a temple to Bast, and then your shrines to Osiris, Ptah, Seth. In fact, we've got Seth and military means that there's probably going to be some trouble ahead. I don't know if anybody actually invades, or I'll have to keep on sending people out into the field. But what I will do is I'll completely neglect that for the time being, until I get a warning about being invaded in 6 months' time. In fact, I see no reason. I'll build a water crossing, because then we'll have ferry landing here and there. And then I'll build a dockland, because we've got housing access. They're not going to be the nicest houses over here, I'll be honest. Stick that round like that. The roadblock somewhere. Tell you what, put a roadblock here, and a roadblock there, there and there. So these people will provide the agricultural labour. These people will provide basically everything to do with the sea. Dockyards. We can't build a fishing wharf. But we can build a warship wharf, and that's the important thing. Then we have over here. I might set up nice and early a second settlement over here. I don't know why. 2, 3, 4, 5 across there like that. I don't know why I don't allow an extra, like one down like that. It might make it easier to fit larger buildings like temples and courthouses in. But hey ho. So we'll have two sides of the city growing up side by side, because that's quite that's a pleasant thought. So we've got the roadblocks in, great. Those need a firehouse, etc. etc. So one there. One there. One there. One there. One there. Architect's post, one there. God, this is fun, isn't it? One there. I think those kind of farms can collapse, can't they? A police station to keep the hoi polloi in check. There we go. Right, who buys what? Wood and copper. Huh. Chance be a fine thing. That's far too easy. So, Buhen. That's no good. Was it an Egyptian city? Menet Khufu buys limestone and bricks. I don't produce granite. Beer and bricks. So it looks like bricks are going to be quite a staple. Does anybody buy linen? Bricks are going to be the staple. Oh, Dakhla Oasis. They do buy linen. And they buy papyrus. I'm saved. And it's a land trade route. So we'll open you up right away. Export papyrus. And hopefully I won't go into debt. Having said that, I might have gone into debt by opening the land... Oh no. I thought I was going to do a thing where I say, and I won't go into debt, and then exit the screen and the debt warning comes up. So I have these, and then 2 reed gatherers and a bunch of papyrus makers. 4, 5. There's storage yards and firehouse. Architect's post. So we're already thinking about exporting stuff. I've got very little money left. I might empty some of my treasury. I've got 8,000 saved. I will give 2,000 to the city because I'm such a benevolent ruler and all that jazz. What I'm also thinking is, people will probably demand from me pomegranates and lettuce. So if I have my internal population eat grain for the time being and have 2 farmed each pomegranates and lettuce and just have them in storage just in case. Oh, that's a long way around. A roadblock there, and we'll have a work camp. You know what? They can use them work camps there. Okay, so I think a good place for a granary and a storehouse and all that. I'm not going to say jazz. All them shenanigans will be here. Granary and 2 storage yards. I may be getting a bit ahead of myself. I've just thought. Except all the lettuce. Except all the pomegranates. You accept none, but get some grain. You do something similar. Green. We also need this, an architect's post, because I'd be damned if you're collapsing. What I might do over here, because there's no suitable landing place for like a dock or anything like that, that's where I'll have all my clay pits. Does anybody buy pottery? No. Okay, let's see how this goes. I've got a feeling it's all going to collapse. Literally, look at all them migrants. Something topical. Never mind. Whoa! City suddenly sprang to life. I don't like that intersection, I'll be honest. I think it looks messy. In fact, perhaps we should put a roadblock there. So I've only got the... Could do the roadblock there as well. Essentially trying to minimise the number of intersections. There! They've only got the one intersection there. Water supply and a bazaar. There, I'm thinking big. I'm thinking bigly. So many migrants. This is great stuff. You can imagine this happening in a sort of a war zone, which I guess the kingdom has become. These people are seeking sanctuary, and where best are you going to find sanctuary than under Pharaoh's benevolent leadership? Oh, I forgot. Firehouse and architect's post. Naturally. Oh, that fits in quite nicely. That's a nice bit of city planning. A roadblock there. And then they can sort of curl around like that. Stick a roadblock there and there and there. When is a harvest? September. Oof. Well, I should have seen that coming. Should have seen that coming. I would say in my defence, but nah, it's all my fault. Oh yeah, we want you store the straw, because this is actually quite useful for the time being. How many people are we short by? Only 6. That surprised me. So now what I might have 2, 3 cattle ranches there. And you accept meat. But nobody is to eat it. We've got some 32 units of pomegranates, 88 units of grain.
It'll take all day.
How do the gods feel about me? Apathetic. How do my people feel about me? Apathetic. I mean, we're all right now that people have got to that side of the river. But, you know, I've played enough of this to know better, frankly. I wonder what kind of flood we're going to get. Well, at least we're getting one, that's something. $240, 120, 88. There's very little food for anybody. Never mind. We don't collect much of the taxes owed. 61 Deben. I think I can overlook it somehow. You don't put the straw there, put it into the bellies of the cows. Oh well, never mind. This is short by 18. This is going to be a very big city. It's only got sturdy huts and I'm already at 500. Fast is congenial, so it's nice. When my city's finished burning down, there we go. I also think with these, I think people demand pottery fairly early on as well. You know, perhaps that was for the best. I don't actually have that much excess population. When these people all settle down, I'll have tons. Oh, there we go. The food's gone to the least desirable housing. Hey. If what you're worrying about is entertainment, I can't help you, buddy. Next grain harvest is in January. Oh, they do get 2 harvests then. So they produce 100 units of straw each, which should keep them occupied. There we go. Give the city an extra 2,000. Now there's a question. Is that gamey of me? I know that some Pharaoh players don't like to take money from other cities and put it in another. It ruins the challenge element. But my view is some of the later missions are really quite difficult. And if you didn't, And particularly if you're also doing a Let's Play at the same time. And it's not like you're taking the money from somewhere else. You know, you're not just giving it out of nowhere, it's being taken from your other city. It sounds like I'm justifying it, doesn't it? Perhaps it is a bit gamey. Oh well. Right, people are finally settling at the right place. Mostly the roadblock there. Few people in the kingdom know your record, and those who do are unimpressed. Ah! What I will do then is I will farm like Billio this year. Whoever he is. I did wonder about farming this area here, and that's just made up my mind for me. We'll have a couple of work camps here. A firehouse. Now I'm thinking, perhaps this is the time to start on the pyramids. I think it's how you're supposed to do it, isn't it? So they develop with the city itself. So the storage, we'll have a granary here. Almost out of money again. I may as well just empty the treasury. You can see where it's going. A storage yard that accepts naught but grain. We've got to store this stuff up. Some lettuce and some pomegranates down here. Storage yard here that accepts grain, and then you do your thing where you get grain. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it's better doing it that way or doing it the other way. Don't get anything else. Also could do with a few more flax farms. We ought to stockpile the flax as well. Stockpile everything. I have a storage yard here for nothing but flax. We're alright with straw though, because you don't need fertile land for your straw. I am selling papyrus, aren't I? Exporting it over 0. Good. Dakla Oasis have so much papyrus, they won't know what to do with it. $4,000 linen is quite a lot of linen. Perhaps we ought to try and export some of that as well. Trouble is, no workers. 4 flax farms should keep, is it 4 or 8 weavers busy? I'll say 6. Split the difference. You're not doing that very efficiently. Are there any water crossings I can do to help, you know? One there, perhaps. A 1,000 people. The gods are going to get unhappy now. Seth, Ptah, Ra, Osiris. Ra, what was I talking about? We don't know about Ra. No, it's not connected to anywhere. Quick, do something. It's still not connected. Ah, there we go. Road block there. Good, right. What's my employment situation? Unemployment of 6%. Once we get some money in from the papyrus, I think it might be time to start thinking about pottery, a few clay pits, a bit of linen. I mean, what I also ought to do is put another work camp in. Because these people are looking a bit idle. Actually, those two work camps are covering a lot of area between them. A lot of area? That's surely a Trumpism. They are. There's too big an area for them. Got 1,000 population and no food. Right, they're only displeased. We'll have a temple to Bast right about there. Right, we've got some papyrus to sell now. Now, I don't know if it might not be an idea to have a storage yard here to get the papyrus, because traders are otherwise going over there, picking them up, and then going all the way back again, which is limiting the number of...
Our long and dangerous trek here was...
Hey, what do you mean? Really nothing to trade here. What's that? It's papyrus. Go and buy it. Right, everyone's displeased and resentful, including my population, and that's just how I like it. I'm wondering... Yeah, I might build a wall at some point. Oh, there's so much grain. You're going to have so much grain, you're going to be tired of grain by the end of it. Right, there's 700 meat. At some point somebody's going to want some. And if they don't, I can always sell it, I suppose. I mean, how do you even control it? These people have got nothing to eat, and here I am stockpiling food. Nobody can eat until we sell some papyrus.
It's the trader's life for me.
Yes, he's heading to city storage yards. But yeah, if we get a couple of storage yards here that get stuff from that side of the city transported across, it should help things. Having said that, they do send quite a few caravans over a year, And we've only got to sell 2,500. We might do it when the linen comes around, or set up the linen over here. Entirely contrary to what I last said, we can actually have the linen production over here. That's not a bad idea. Thanks. I know. So they're accepting grain. You don't do anything right now. I've got a plan. And it involves 2,000... Oh, bloody hell. I may as well just empty it. Don't worry, I'll take it back with interest. With extreme interest. Oh, it'll make payday loans look like... I'm thinking 32.5% APR, at least. A storage yard here that accepts flax and linen. I also want a firehouse and an architect's post. The roadblock there, make it loop round like that. There's another entrance there. So when the chap comes, he's still going to waste time going all over the way to get the papyrus though, isn't he? Ah well. It's a nice thought. We can't do anything until the harvest comes in anyway. When is the... next flood will come in September. Ah, you're going the wrong way for the... to get employees. Egypt. I tell you what, it's a good job I noticed that. I wouldn't have been very happy otherwise. I'm worried I've not got enough storage, funnily enough. So I might put another storage yard in. I can always recommission it later. Like I could always make that into the pottery and beer suppository? Repository. The suppository is the thing you put up your backside. There's a quote to put in the video description. Right, how many people do I have? Enough. Next grain harvest is in January. But your next grain harvest is in September. Okay, here we go. I'm a little disappointed, I'm not going to lie. Only 51% complete. They seem to have only just started. Having said that, I have been skimping on the work camps. Probably do the roadblock there as well. Now, I've not built a dock yet. But why would I need one? All my trade is land-based. And I think we've sold some, haven't we? No. No, not yet. We are about to, though. That's the stuff. Fill your boots. And your mules as well.
I'll be a hero when I bring these goods back to my home.
Right, you've evidently got too many reeds, not enough papyrus, so 2 more papyrus makers, please. Oh, it's so prosperous. You! Accept some lettuce. Quick! Everyone escape the fields! Not the Flaxman!
I have to go clear across the city with these.
Oh, stop
goods.
whinging.
It'll take all day.
It'll take all day, your Pharaonic Majesty. What number Jingo am I? By Jingo the 19th. It only took 19 generations. See, now we can start thinking about weavers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Build a flax farm. Adoy. We can also start thinking about exporting linen. I don't need any of it, so just do whatever. Now, time to turn our thoughts to the military, I think. We can put a few wharves in. Transport wharves might be an idea. I could stick them in. Up there, I think. But this looks like prime territory for... Ooh. Oh, look at all that grain. It's good stuff. No one in inundation? Puh. I'm not worried. You gotta look how unfertile this is. People idolise me as a god. And so they should, because the Pharaoh was a god king. Something to do with being a descendant of Ra or Horus or something like that. Horus believes like the all-seeing eye, which is why they only connect. Yeah, it's like the Eye of Horus. Only Connect being that obscure game show that was originally on BBC 4 and then moved to BBC 2 when it got popular. I mean popular by, you know, really BBC 4 standards.
I won't complain about this city, but I could.
Oof.
Maybe I just carry baskets now, but one day I'll run the bazaar.
Huh. They are doing things so inefficiently. So what I would do if I was to make Pharaoh again, or what I would really quite like to do is be able to develop these kind. Forgot about malaria. Develop these kinds of like low graphic computer games. I wouldn't mind doing a programming course for something like that. But what I would really like to do, and I don't have to do this in Lethis, like that new thing on Steam, which is like Pharaoh but set in the like steampunk kind of Victorian age kind of thing. I don't know if that does it, but I would quite like to say that granary, get food from that storage yard, or like that temple, send your priests out this way, round and round. Speaking of priests, they're all right, they're resentful. I've got them where I like them. So that food, it does. Maybe it's because I'm quite hungry, but that looks nice. So what I might do is get some clay pits on the go. How about here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got easy access to labour. So easy you wouldn't believe. I That's a nice little curve. So an architect's post there, and then while we'll have it, while we're at it, we'll have a firehouse, and we may as well have a couple of potters as well. I'm worried about the straw. Malaria doesn't seem to be a problem here.
Malaria
Doesn't seem to be a problem
here.
Wait, is he blind or what? It's malaria, it's taken out his eyesight. I don't even know if malaria does that to you. Well, you know what wouldn't go amiss? Good inundation. Good? I want great. I want to make inundations great again. Boom, another one. Well, let's chalk that up. What's that, 6 now? In fact, that might be the title of the video. I've got that. Let's write that down. Where's my notepad? Anyway, make inundations great again. Good. Right. That's thinking ahead. I'm going to forget that. Put my notebook down and forget about it and like find it in like 6 weeks' time. So what the hell was I writing there? Oh, there's so much linen. So few people. Sorry, just reading that. Cyrus's displeasure is dangerous. He can destroy your crops and empty your granaries, or even withhold the inundation. I don't think he can withhold your granaries. Well, he can, but you can't empty your granaries, can he? That's just scaremongering. Malaria. That was yeah, quite a bit of malaria there. I put a second bazaar in because that one's just been useless. How much money for a full-on pavilion? I might, or I mightn't actually. That'll just be a bit wasteful. But we'll put aside the. I'll articulate my thoughts. Let's try again. I might want to put a pavilion in, but then I thought I might not, but just allow the space for it, so put a few gardens in instead. Like earmark this land for like future proofing. $8 months for 700 pots. Stock pile. And now the requests come, and they'll come thick and fast. Stick a couple of roadblocks in. I feel like I'm growing the city at a more sustainable rate now. I mean, yes, I have emptied my treasury of like all 8,000 Devon, so I shouldn't pat myself on the back too hard. I might damage something. But you know, rather than going all gung-ho, I've established quite a few industries before going all over the shop. We'll start with the juggler school. I'll find a place for a conservatory later on. So that's another thing. Not producing everything all at once. I don't need to worry about dancers or musicians. Because people aren't cultured enough for that.
My supplies sold like hot.
My supplies sold
Going
like
back to the bazaar.
My supplies, you mean? I produce them. Right. We've got through all of the grain. I thought it might have lasted a little longer than that, I'll be honest. Perhaps I can buy it from somewhere. Nope. That's answered that. We are very short of employees. Are there any industries I can shut down? Not really. I just need to wait for people to come to the city. I mean, I know I said I wouldn't, but I think I might have to get some lettuce in. You're alright. I'm working on it, alright? I might shut down the papyrus industry, and that's enough. And the reed industry. Short by 132. That didn't do as much as I thought it might do. Okay, shut down the linen industry. Get all those linen and weavers. I mean, making a pot's a lot like weaving some linen. I've often thought. There's still some papyrus to sell. Look at that. Oh, it just looks sad seeing all those empty buildings there. Fine, I'll stick some doctors in. Stop whining, for God's sake. Why are you devolving? You've not got water. For goodness sake. See, I would quite like to just plan their routes, because he just wasted so much time. That's why they're not getting water, because of the intersection. But it is nice, the idea of like, oh, it's random chance, who knows where they might go. So would you people stop dying? Heavens. It's not doing me any good, guys.
I can't find a place to live.
Yeah. Get half of the pottery. Quick move. We've only got 4 months. Maybe I'm getting a trifle anxious. Short by 39. We're okay. We'll be alright once these people have come in and like replace the sickly people. To be honest, that grain didn't last as long as I thought it might have done. Aha! Gotcha. 3 months to produce 300 pots. Should be fine. No accounting for folk though. That's 1, 2. We can get another 100 in if we think about it. There. Stop stockpiling now. And I don't know who needs the stuff. Also, 13% unemployment. Let's get these industries back on. All of them, all at once. Yep, that's the way I roll. So it's not the most abundant harvest I've ever seen, but could be worse. Got an excess of clay. Perhaps now's the time to think about brickworks then. It's certainly time to think about pyramids. I'll stick one there. Don't tell me what to do, I'm Pharaoh. And with these major goals achieved, I'm going to finish the video here because short and sweet. I don't know if that works better than the 2.5 monstrosity like the last video was. I guess I'll just find out later. 200 meat, no problem. I love it when a plan comes together. Right, on that I will see you next time. Oh, that was short.